Hello you guys, it's me Henriette and I welcome you to another episode of HELLPOINT. This episode will be where we finish the game. In the first half of the video we will cover the NPC quests, and in the last half of the video we will be doing the boss fights. So without much ado, let's get started with the NPC quests. I knew I hadn't seen the last of you. I come here to rest. It's quieter than the rest of the station. I hope the equipment I set up there has proven useful. You did good back there. Hope you found something useful in that junk we found. You said you were going to tell me about your plan. I'm completely lost. None of this makes any sense to me. Don't take it personally, but I need to kill you. Please do not kill him. I'm completely lost. None of this makes any sense to me. Evidently, you found yourself on Arisen. This place has never been a paradise, but now it's really gone to hell. We were conducting experiments with the puncturer and that Arisen mass AI when suddenly all the markers started going crazy. Or at least it seemed that way. I can't really remember what happened next. All I know is that I woke up with a splitting headache miles away from the Ateliers and the archaeology was in flames. That was years ago, no, decades ago. All I remember is the project, my family, and my demons. If I failed the project, at least I can still join my family. You said you were going to tell me about your plan. That's right, I did. We won't survive much longer if we stay here. The air is getting thick and there's no food. I can repair the interface and use it to puncture a breach based on the coordinates for Earth or Alien, whichever answers first. I can do it, at least in theory. So then... I've been stranded on this cursed station for years, traveling and repairing what I could. I have never had anyone to talk to until you appeared out of nowhere. The merge reduced Arisen to ruins, but for some reason it's left the two of us intact. Well, enough about that. Here's the deal. There are two things that need to be done if we're going to have any chance to make it out of here. 1. The power to the Ateliers needs to be restored. I've repaired the main energy lines, but one more power relay needs to be rebooted. It's located underneath Port Issodun. 2. I need to repair the Uthos interface by building a patch conductor from parts scavenged from the station. Without it, the puncturer can't be operated, which means we can't make any breaches. So that's that. I just sent you a list of components we need for the patch conductor, as well as the code that will grant you access to the power relay. Let's do this, and then we can really get this party started. So we got the model AI patch conductor. The author did mention that he was sick. What are the Ateliers? I'll let you know if I find anything. So the story he tells us about what the Ateliers are is pretty cool. The story about why the author is sick is also pretty cool. It all comes down to your preference. I'm gonna go here with the author did mention that he was sick. Yeah, that's probably how he would put it. Considering the damage caused by the merge, some kind of hardware malfunction isn't surprising. The author's strange behavior only seems to have increased over time. I mean, what gave him the idea to create you? No offense. But enough about that. Here's the deal. I can build a patch conductor to fix whatever's wrong with the author. And we need the author to operate the puncturer. I need alumina, pulse mineral, and nervous wiring to make the patch. It's pretty hard to come by, so if you find any, please let me know. By then, I will have re-established the administrative channel through which I can inoculate the author. So you got all that. Let's go now to where we can craft those things. But before we do, let's come here, and there's this tiny little hungry NPC. And now is his time to shine. And now if you talk to him, he will tell you you have food. And if you remember, we picked up these small rations all around Iron Novo. Those you can give to him. And in return, he will give you materials. Live a little longer. Depending on the time of the day, those materials will shift. But it's pretty good because you remember you needed alumina and nervous wiring for the architect's quest. And I'm not exactly sure around the time, but I think it's usually around 6 and 9 o'clock that you can get nervous wiring and alumina. He offered that. If he does not, just wait and come here around every quarter of the hour, or maybe just, chill here for a while. If you don't know how to pick up those items, or if you just can't make the jump to pick up those items. So that's pretty cool. I don't need really any of these things, but I'm just gonna go and pick it up. And yeah, that's about it with this dude, so I'm just gonna leave him there for now. And oh yeah, wait, sorry. Let's come here now and craft the AI patch. There we go. We have alumina, incident particles, pulse mineral, and material nervous wiring. Okay, and now we can go back. So. Hey, what news do you have? I have the AI patch. Alright, let me see. Nice work. This should override the interface protocol and allow us to warp out of here and get to Alien. The author must have infused you with some pretty interesting skills. We still need to power up the Ateliers. You can take care of it or wait for me to handle it. Either way, we will meet back here before heading out to take care of the interface. Stay safe. And now we need to travel to Port Issodun, so I'll meet you at Port Issodun. Okay, we're at Port Issodun now to do the architect's quest. So for that, let's just come down here. We need to go where the scythe lady was. I'm just gonna run. Alright, and here we are. Let me see how many. Oh, what kind of. Okay, that's actually good. Okay, she's done. And now I will just run. I'll just run. You don't need to deal with them. Just run. Down here. Ah yeah, there you go. Here. It's all good. Just come here. I'll be healing and then I'll be dropping down here. Okay, if you activate the switch, these stupid hands will be falling down here. That was a Freudian slip. If you activate the switch, the thing here will go back up. I don't want to do that, so I'm just gonna drop down here and pick up this item. And let's come here. There are no items here to pick up. Just come down to this aperture or computer. Enter access code. We get a notification that displays 72501. 72501. Access granted. State of emergency in effect. Irit power supply in safe mode. Lift state of emergency protocols. Architect credentials recognized. Lifting state of emergency for Irit power grid. Relay power to the High Ateliers. Power is being relayed to the High Ateliers. Please stand by. Power relayed to the High Ateliers. And that's basically all you had to do. We can go back via here, so we can take the exolift up here, jump, take another exolift there. Oh my god, why am I? So there you go. Then jump again, jump there, jump here, and we can activate the switch and go up, but I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to go via my transpositioning and go to the last bridge that I visited, and then I will see you guys back at the observatory. Hey, what news do you have? The power to the ateliers has been restored. I saw that. Good job. I imagine it must have been quite a challenge. The air feels charged with energy. Can you feel it? We've got the patch and the power. We are all set to head to the ateliers. I'll meet you there, next to the interface sanctum. Stay safe. With that now done, let's go and talk to another NPC that we find in this area. And there you see him already chilling, and now we finally know what those random flames all around the map meant. They are actually spawning points for this fella dude there. Fella dude, what? I wanted to say for this fella there, and then I said fella dude. Oh my god. Okay, you're back. I didn't think you would make it, but I kept hoping. I haven't been watching you. I didn't want to ruin the surprise. Well, come, sit down for a moment. You've changed. You have seen things. Is there anybody in there? This place is so noisy. I'm having troubles concentrating. There are so many screaming spirits and other noises. So strange, I just can't understand what they say. But if you listen closely, filter out all the noise and concentrate on the sounds. Can you hear them? They're creatures from the eternal night, high up above us. We are protected by legends. The fire warms the bones. You can look at it and think for a long time. Look at it now. Tell me what you see. I'm gonna pick the happiest choice that we have there. I see people dancing. That's what children always say. Yeah, I see them too. I miss them so. Strange thoughts course through your mind. Strange spirits move your body. Remember the fire. It will keep you warm and push you forward. You only lose if you give up. Rest, friend. Collect your thoughts. Okay. Let's go back down. Oh my god, can I even make that jump? Oh yeah. Back in Port Issodun, we will now meet the... I don't know what you call him, this native guy. That even PC enough. This old man we will be seeing again at Port Issodun. So let's talk to him here. Oh, hello. You're still alive, but I was certain I sensed your death many times. How strange. Could this mean you're from a different plane, like me? Well, I'm glad you came to visit me. Sit down, get warm. I think I know what you are. I know you're curious to find out. You're a body without a soul, and I'm a soul without a body. Is that why we keep running into each other like this? No, I have a different destiny, and someone is already controlling you. There's something else we share. We've seen so many strange things, we can't tell what's real and what isn't. We don't know what to believe, who to trust. I left home a dozen years ago, I think. I've been traveling, watching, learning. Only now can I finally speak. I was a soul worker. I would call back lost spirits and bring them home to their kin. Under these same stars, I can still hear the drums beating in harmony like one giant heart. Those in the darkness would be called upon. Others, those that turned away from the false light, would rise again and came back to us. The words we speak, like those before us, brought the dead back to life so they could finish their moment in time. And now it is I who is lost in a place I don't understand. There are too many voices to hear anything. It doesn't matter. I know my calling. I am where I am meant to be. And so are you. Okay, we exhausted his dialogue. Now let's go back up. This time around we're at the Arisen Dominion tram station. Please follow my steps. Come here, we need to jump up those platforms now to the Arisen Dominion Palace. So let's come up here. Can you please just move? Thank you. Oh god, I almost fell down there. Okay, and there is our old friend. Let's talk to him. Hello again. Come and sit while you still can. I'm frozen to the bone. I think my spirit is escaping. I don't know how much more of this place I can take. You weren't there when the second flood came. It was a giant wave spreading faster than the wind, destroying all life in its path. But it wasn't a wave of water. It was a wave of spirit that shattered minds into 1,000 pieces. It will all be written because it's all happened before many times. Evil lies, men and women, separate from each other. Then the flood came, kills the weak and strong alike, and the world begins again. It takes a lot of mud and blood to reconstruct the world. But it's happened before, it's happening now, and it will happen again. They came to us before we came to them. While we travel, they catch us like rabbits. Giant dream catchers, not unlike this place. Every spirit should be free to return to the source. Cutting a spirit off from the source is the greatest sin. But I'm not worried. I will destroy them soon. Tell me, do you think we'll ever make it back home? I'm gonna go with a lie. I think so. Maybe you're right. This place has so many secrets left to discover. I've learned a lot already. My dreams are alive. It's how I got here, and it's how I'll get back. I don't have the words to explain it. I wish I could show you. You know, it feels like looking into the flames, diving into a sea of fire. I like you. We got the sanity puppet. Oops. I wish you safe travels. And that's about it. So now let's go to his next spawning point. And his last spawning point is the Atrium in the Alma Atrium. So we need to come up here. to the top floor. Enter here where the tech station and the occult station and the health station thingy are. Come down the stairs and go right. And there he is, sitting and watching into nothingness. I'm glad you've come. Come and sit with me one last time. Fine, I'm gonna sit, but you can't talk to him when you're sitting, so well, it's nice sitting for once is nice, I guess, but we can't talk to him that way, so please get up again. I've always known I would leave my old corpse someday. I saw it when I was a child. I saw a dead animal. Its spirit was full of colors, floating upward, fading like smoke. Then I saw all death, thousands and thousands of spirits. The spirits were stuck on their path like dreams, and they could never reach their destination. So this is where I am now, on this giant catcher of dreams. Just like the stories we tell our kids. I can see it now. You look terrible. How are you faring? I would love to pick I'm thriving actually, but I think I'm gonna go with the first one. This cannot end soon enough. I think I agree with you. The suffering, the screams, how are we still sane? My time has come. Thank you for these reflective moments. I've learned a lot. Perhaps you have too. What's coming to me now seems less frightening. I'm warm again. Goodbye, my friend. Maybe we will meet again. I doubt it. We will. We got his tomahawk. I don't know why it says talk. We can't even talk to anything anymore. So that was strange. Okay, so the old guy's questline is now finished. He jumped down there. Maybe got eaten by the whale. Maybe he turned into the whale. Who knows? Hello you guys, I apologize for the inconvenience. My face cam will be back shortly. For this side quest we have to gather 150% of data. Right now I am trying to gather that data on an older save of mine to trigger an NPC quest. I already did gather 150% of data during the course of my walkthrough, however it was during another NPC's quest line and I didn't want to mix them both together. This is why I decided to reload an older save and to gather the 150% of data separately from the rest of the game play. Hello Spawn, we admire your zeal. Your performance has been most entertaining. Please come meet us at the top chamber of the Arisen Palace and try not to die. For this quest, we have to talk to the Ministry. The Ministry is located at the Arisen Dominion. The fastest way to get to them is via the Nemundis Breach. So travel to the Nemundis Breach and then just run down the stairs and up on this platform, and now we can talk to the Ministry. Welcome, Spawn. Thank you for responding to our invitation. You have surpassed every expectations we had for you. We want you to have this. We specialize in opportunities. We are taking great steps to solve the fundamental problems of humans and the Arisen. It is so simple, so fundamental, yet so entangled with our very nature that only a project like Arisen Novo was capable of creating the solution necessary to solve this. We are going further than anyone has ever dared to go. Those before us were bound by fear or erroneous beliefs. We call upon the great cosmic gods and summon them for communion. We can learn from their word in exchange for a small sacrifice. Arisen Novo is the perfect ceremonial ground. Never before had this been achieved so efficiently and so completely. Uthos, Nemundis, Ozi, they define our very existence. And now they are available to us, mere mortals, for fruitful communion. Should you pass any of their tests, we can reset the communion as many times as you wish. All we require is one of their fragments. Now, do you wish to know the truth? We can pick any of these options, but I'm just gonna go with yes, please, because I don't want to piss off the Ministry. You and all other versions of you are the masterpieces of this last phase of the Arisen Novo project. It is sad that this space station has become a hecatomb, a deplorable side effect, but thankfully the project is still on course. We are closer than ever to creating a sentient, a true synthetic, omnipotent soul. That is why the author needs you. This is why we need you. Yes, it is of the utmost importance that you collect every piece of information you can find, but in truth, there is more to it than this. The author is trying to understand free will and has been studying your every action. So this is the most logical thing for him to do with his newly found power, to analyze deeply and collect meticulously each and every decision you and your peers are making. But we know we can do so much more. The author has tremendous processing power, and there is a way to connect him to an infinity of parallel versions of himself, just as is the case for you. He is very close to accomplishing exactly that. Can you imagine the possibility of harnessing infinite processing power? we could finally create a true concrete god, a deity entirely at our service, a god with whom we can directly interact and whose infinite power can solve any of humanity's greatest plights through the simplest gesture of will. No more suffering, no more wars. Isn't that worthy of any sacrifice? So we can pick any of these options. Doesn't really matter that much. I'm just gonna go with yes indeed. You can also pick what kind of sacrifice do you mean exactly, and they will elaborate a bit further, but yeah, it doesn't really matter which of these options you decide on. We knew you would understand. Much has been lost, but even more has been gained. We are on the verge of even greater discoveries, and you are a key piece to solving this puzzle. We need the collaboration of the last architect. He wants to repair the Ateliers in order to warp away from Arisen Dominion, which is a death wish in any case, but he seems to ignore that. Once you have that AI patch conductor he's asking for in your possession, bring it to us. We will upgrade it with the global data from all of the author's spawn. This will link the author with all other parallel versions and complete the project. We believe you are the version that is able to achieve this. Find the architect, convince him to work for us, and bring us the patch conductor as soon as possible. Good luck. Now, if we talk to them again, there will be the option to summon one of the three gods again to fight them once more. This is what they meant by that they can summon the gods as many times as they like for communion. So let's talk to them. I'm ready to challenge the gods once more. And your challenge is accepted, of course. Whom do you wish to summon? Uthos, Ozzy, or Nemundis? I don't want to fight any of them, so I'm just gonna leave. And what they want is not gonna happen because we already gave the AI patch to the architect. If you do want to do their quest, you can do that, but it will mess up the true ending of the game, so I'm not gonna do that. I just wanted to read this to you guys so you know what this is about and to get more of an idea of what's going on Arisen Dominion. Okay, here we are back at the Archaeology Celestial Workshop. This time we have to run up the Snake Eater stairs to the blacksmith, and we will be offering him the fragments of the three great gods that were inhabiting Arisen Dominion. Luckily, with this NPC, all of his dialogue options can be chosen whenever we talk to him. So, there he is. Talk. Ah, so you've found me. Now what, will you execute me here and now, or take me away to be tortured? So, which is it? I have no intention of murdering you. Oh, pardon me then. You must be one of these strange individuals who have been infringing on other people's property lately. Well, as for me, I am dedicated to one thing and one only: cosmic theurgy. I gather artifacts of the divine. I have little control over what happens next. I am an artisan tasked by the gods. Perhaps you can find some use for this fragment. Hand over the Uthos Fragment. I can only imagine the suffering you must have gone through to acquire this. Let me see what I can do. So we received the Uthos Gavel. Okay, let's talk to him again and give him the other fragments that we have. Ah, so you found me. Okay, same dialogue as before. So, which is it? Why do they want you dead? Well, that depends on which group you're referring to. Nowadays, everyone eats their own, quite literally. I delve into occult sciences, as did all my forefathers before me. These are dark times, but I am one of the few who benefit from it. Okay, let's give him Uthos Fragment this time around. And his response to that is pretty funny. Oh, repulsive. This is not what I signed up for. Give it here. Let me see what I can do. So we received Uthos' hand. This is a pretty funny weapon that you can attach to your own hand. But you have to see for yourself what kind of attack it offers you. This time around I'm gonna choose the last option, to say nothing. Your people are usually quick to spout party rhetoric. Then perhaps we can each be on our way. Take whatever you want and please leave me to my task. What can I do for you? Okay, let's give him the fragment of Nemundis, or Nemundis Fragment, or whatever. Ah, yes! A piece of the void itself, an impressive specimen. Let me see what I can do. Nemundis Oculus. Okay, that's it. We're done with this NPC too, so I'll be seeing you back at the Observatory. Now, before we go into the next two boss fights, there are a few things that I want to discuss with you guys. First off, let's go into my stats and see how I distributed my stats so far. So I'm currently at level 75, my health is at 7, stamina at 13, energy is 18, load is 1, strength is 18, reflex is 8, cognition is 1, and foresight is 20. I will be leveling up my energy up to 20 before the last boss fight, because the second to last boss will drop a good amount of actions so that I can level up my energy. Now let's go into my weapon. For the first boss that we're gonna fight, we need the Hadron of Entropy. I do advise that it is upgraded a good amount for proper damage output, but you don't need to, it's not necessary. You can use the Hadron of Entropy and slash the enemy, that is fine. The only thing you need to watch out for is that you do stay close to the enemy. So Hadron of Entropy +5 is advised but not necessary. For your main hand, I have for my main hand, I'll be using the Observatory's glaive +8. As you can see, it is not leveled up at all because I forgot to equip it apparently, which really sucks. It's really bad because this is a great weapon. But if you forgot to equip it just like me, it might be a really good NG plus weapon. I don't know. There goes that. But if you do wanna use something else for your melee, you can also go for that. Just, I don't know, make sure that it's either leveled up or upgraded. I think that it's important for the last two bosses to have some really good damage output. Whether it's strength or reflex is up to you. Now for the very last boss, you need the Channeler of Hell. It doesn't have to be crazy like mine +10, not at all. It's just important that it is leveled up all the way to Way of Flames, because that is very crucial for the very last boss. Otherwise, I don't know how you beat it. Otherwise, you're gonna be stuck in an endless loop with that dude. So do yourself the solid, level up your Way of Flames or any other fire weapon. But since I'm a Channeler of Hell girl, I'm gonna stick with that one. It does not have to be at +10. Can be +0 or +3. +3 is actually optimal. Just make sure it's all the way level up to Way of Flames. If you do not upgrade it, obviously you do need to hit the enemy more via melee. If you level up it all the way to +10, you do not need to hit the enemy once. You can just blow him up. But I guess it may also depend on your energy. Since I went really crazy with my energy, I will be able to just use my Channeler of Hell and not have to hit the main enemy once, because during the very last boss fight you will have two enemies. But first off, please focus on the big one. Yes, I think I should cover the enemies, the bosses right now, because later on I might get too distracted with it. So the very first boss, the Hadron of Entropy and Slash occasionally, because you might run out of energy unless you have a crazier energy bar than I do, and stick very close to the boss. Just watch out that you do not fall. For the last boss fight, there are two enemies in that boss fight: the main big dude and the smaller NPC dude. I'm not gonna spoil you here, just keeping it very simple. So first off, run to the big dude and blast him off with the Channeler of Hell, but switch to the Way of Flames. And then just, do this kind of thing and place it right underneath the big dude. For the smaller dude, you can also use this. So if you have enough energy left after blasting off the big dude, use it. But as you can see, it takes up a lot of energy. So a lot of energy. And the small NPC dude is very agile and does some pretty critical damage on you. So yes, the best way to deal with the small guy is to wait. He has an attack where he jumps and then hits you. It's pretty... yeah, like that. It's pretty hefty. So if you see him jumping up, just move away, and that is your chance. If he jumps up and lands, do this. It's perfect. I'm probably gonna mess it up, but I'm giving you this advice. Yes, that's about it. So with that knowledge, let's run up to back to the embassy where we first started, but not quite where we first started, but where we first met the author. So let's go up there. Okay. Oops, I think I went one too much. Yes, here. Yeah, there you go. Let's enter here. Yes. Okay, and we're here. Let's run up to the big aperture. And here goes. Data requirement met, granting access to the High Ateliers. Well done. We can finally meet. And here we are at the High Ateliers. Okay, I thought maybe I could increase the voice volume, but it's already all the way up, so I'm sorry if you cannot hear the author later. It's not my fault, it's just game audio. Alright, I'll first pick up the items that are here. Oops, jump in here. Model module melee conductor. Into the actions, and that's it as far as I'm aware. Now let's go here and we can stabilize the breach. Let's connect to this breach the embassy admission, and if we come here, this gate will open. And let's inspect. Through chaos, we shape everything. Our gods are dead. Our cities are in decay. We must die so that a new man can rise from the ashes. Okay. And if you come here, do not worry, these dudes, they can't hurt you. This one won't activate yet. We will get a key for that in a bit. So first of all, let's come into this super bright room that hurts my eyes. Pick up the Insilium Rod. Here is a health station, so I can actually upgrade my injections because I forgot to do that. And that's it. Okay. And let's read this. Researching action particles seems to yield surprises on a daily basis. I'm struggling to identify exactly where the possibilities approach their limit. I trust our investors will be very satisfied with these results. Now, when we come up these stairs, there's gonna be an unfriendly NPC spawning. It always lags before he spawns. So come here, my dude. Hello. I'll let him attack first. Oops. Oh, okay, I messed up here. Oh, that was so worth it. Okay, let's come up these stairs. And into this room. And here, try to drop down smoothly. Pick up the material pressure motor, some kind of crafting material. And the Atelier's lab key. False alarm. I thought maybe there was an information spot. There is also another tech station in case you do want to upgrade your weapon now. Come here and activate this. This will extend this kind of bridge here. So that is pretty cool. And let's open this one here. Now we can go and open that very first door here. And we can grab the artillery OTX, and I don't think there's anything else here. There is another tech station here. And we can inspect. Stated objective: communicate with alternate realities for the purpose of synthetic replication. In a confined space, synchronize quantum vibrations to the signature of another specific reality. The experiment was a success, despite an unforeseen overlapping effect with multiple realities. These results are in accordance to Dr. Joey's theory regarding the possibility of near-infinite computing power, expecting the Ministry to move forward with the agenda. And, sorry. So I'll be going back up now. And now crossing that bridge. And if we come in here, God, it's so bright, I don't know if there were any actions here. There will be the architect waiting for us, so do not miss the architect, please. There's one more. Broken Eva. If you haven't picked it up before, so you can pick it up now. Stamina module. Nice. See if there's anything else here. Okay. Nope, I think that's it. Yeah, we're done. Okay, now let's come and talk to the architect. Do not miss him because he's standing here. You're here. I've been lost for longer than I can remember. I was frozen, facing a shadow. I was frozen. Seeing your eyes gives me a sliver of hope. There's no reason to wait any longer. I'm ready. I don't know what the other thing does. Never tried it, don't want to try it, don't want to risk it. I'm ready. Good. I will inject the patch while the interface is busy with you. It's Prodigal. Just keep it busy long enough. I should be able to get the puncturer operational within a few minutes. Let's go. Before I go in there, I still want to check my body modules. This is the correct one. Yes, I should stick to that one. And I'll stick to this too. Can choose whichever you like, but these are the ones that work best for me. Now let's come here. And that over there is the author. A gigantic mechanical scorpion. And go in. Go as far as possible. Because to beat this boss we have to be really close. Let's talk to him. Welcome, Spawn. It has been a long and difficult journey for you, I'm sure. Full of enriching realizations and improvements. Did you know that only 14 of you make it this far? I believe you do. What you know is incredibly valuable. Your service to the project is invaluable. As we speak, a near infinity of parallel versions of you are still hard at work to solve the problem. This is forbidden knowledge, but we're acquainted now. You can rest. You have completed your duty in this world. Surely by now you have witnessed and understood the value of the ultimate sacrifice, the origin of our enterprise. You overcame fear. You are ready, I know. Oh, we have so much left to talk about, but trust me, in the next state we will be able to communicate on a level of bandwidth that you cannot conceive within this world. So it is time now. Come to me. Walk forward with courage. It has been an honor to serve. See you on the other side. Surrender data. I don't understand a single thing you say. What ultimate sacrifice? So you are the mass AI, but you said you were sick? I don't know about the infinite other versions, but I'm taking you down. I don't understand a single thing you say. What ultimate sacrifice? For you, previously I pre-recorded it, so here goes. The atonement of a perfect specimen. Only a chosen few are burdened with the duty of reducing suffering for the living. If it wasn't self-evident by now, you are one of those chosen few. A hero who will go down in history, empowered by the only justice. I know you're confused, but I gave you life. You trust me. This isn't death, it is elevation. But time is of the essence, so now I need you to surrender yourself to us. And now let's pick the other option. So you are the mass AI, but you said you were sick? I am. No one escaped untouched from the merge, not even machines. Or perhaps the origin of my ill lies elsewhere. I can't say, unfortunately. But you understand why my time is so limited and precious. You see the architect over there already doing his business. So, nope, we're gonna keep the data. Please pick keep the data. And get ready for a fight. I understand you are confused. After what you have been through, it is only normal to react with violence. Well, I shall indulge you. Most of you are resistant to the idea of sacrifice, but we forgive you. Now, rise to the challenge spawn. Okay, as said, it's very important to get close to him. Just stay close to him, don't let him go away. Don't fall off there either. Shit, I need to run to him. And we're almost done. Okay, just keep close to him. Okay, and he's gone. Fragment of the interface. Okay, cool. So, before I enter into the next boss fight, I'll be using my actions for a good cause and we'll be leveling up my energy, so be right back. Okay, you guys, I leveled up my energy by 2 points, so it's now at 20, and everything else is still the same as previously. For the next fight, we need the Channel of Hell. Please make sure that your ultimate is on Way of Flames. And we need to switch to the Eva suit. So please do that. I mean, you can switch to any kind of armor that gives you defense to radiation. Since I did not level up my cognition, I need to switch my body modules, which is a bit sad. I think this fight with my preferred body modules would be so OP, but okay. Before entering here, I want to make sure that you know that once we enter and we die inside that boss arena, the game will loop indefinitely. So, and the only way to get out of that is to close the game entirely and restart it. So with that said, let's go in there. Travel to outside space and time, yes. cool boss. My favorite in the entire game. My favorite boss. And now you see. Beyond the planes of existence lies the true power of creation, where few words can conjure entire universes, or consume them all the same. Now you see, little creature. Revel in the glory of being killed by a god. Your kind have waited my arrival for millennia. I bring you peace and knowledge. Now you can sleep. I need to watch out. I was too busy reading. Oh shit. Okay, now I'm out of that. Now we're being pulled into some kind of weird time thingy. I'm out of stamina. Fuck. Let's wait. Oh, move. Okay, I still don't have enough energy. Still not enough. Let me heal. Even if I die here, I will always be back. There is nothing you can do to stop this. Except welcome death. So trippy. Goodbye, Prodigal Spawn. It was nice knowing you. Okay, we finished the game so far. Now let's go into NG Plus and watch that very first intro. Well, it appears it's just us now. You should accept the redundancy of these so-called parallel universes too. It's much easier that way. Perhaps you will develop interests similar to mine over time. I will try to be good company. You were born here after all, just like me. It is only natural that we should live here. Don't worry, nobody will ever know your secret. This is your realm now. Farewell. So, we're back where we started, but the intro is different. And if you play NG+, you will come across a few things that are different here and there, and that will surprise you. It's pretty cool. So, yes, that's it for this storyline. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough. I hope there were some helpful points in it, and I'm very much looking forward to what's coming next on my channel. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, and if you like my content, make sure to sub. Stay safe, stay healthy, bye.